Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we good? Are we good? We good? We good? Can you guys hear me? That's the first things first. Can you guys hear me? That is the first thing I need to know right now. Can you all hear me? Uh, so I like to get that real quick, real fast, real quick. Can you guys hear me? Because that's the that's the one of the biggest things right there. I need to know. So we're gonna we're gonna see very quickly. Um, yep, loud and clear. Everybody's saying they can hear me. Can you all hear me? Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Oh my God, this mic is beautiful. What is good, guys? Mount Vernon Kid here, back again. Your Alpha is here. What's good, my pack? Sorry about the delay. The new camera has been. I had to fix the camera. It's coming in real clear. I'm looking at Jesus Christ, and the mic. You can hear that. So the mic is real clear. That's good. Um, how's everybody doing on their end? I hope everybody is well, as always. So before I start answering you guys' questions, this is the first Q&A, open mic Q&A for the month of December. It is the first of the month. It is December, my favorite time of the year. As you all know, Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. I love Christmas. I love the concept of giving because I'm a giver. So anytime I give, gifts and see the look on people's faces, even if they, are gonna return it, it's the thought that counted. You know what I'm saying? So I love that stuff. I hope everybody had a safe, and this is to all the American PAC members. Hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving, had fun, ate. If you put on some weight, it's time to start losing it. But more importantly, why if you see the title of this Q&A, once again, please hold your questions. I will be getting to them real quick, real soon. But I gotta take the time to promote a few things from for me as well as for you guys. It does pertain to you guys, but I gotta promote some stuff for the pack once again. So for the four people that are here, thank you so far. Pack members, Briel. We got Darius Brown the third. What is good? How's everybody? We got Caroline. We got Rex Ninja, Travis, and that is it. So let's first off let me talk. Oh, I see that, bro. I see you. What's good? Will Miser is here. What's good? I see your birthday is tomorrow. Happy. So you'll be 26 tomorrow. I'll get to your shouts out to you guys. But first and foremost, let's get to the promotions, to what's going on. So if you see the title of this, support the Patreon. Yes. Your boy, you guys have asked for it. And I delivered. I put it up. I put it up before, then I took it down. I kind of didn't know what, I really was going to do with it. And then I started to really figure it out. Okay. All right, let's do this. So, um I relaunched the Patreon account. The Patreon, I have to put it in the link in the description down below. I may actually also I'll put also in the the comment section as well for everybody. But yeah, I have relaunched my Patreon, and I'm going to talk about it. But more importantly, I'm going to inform everybody on what's the deal with it. Um, it's definitely gonna help change a lot of things on the channel, and not for a bad thing, but for a good thing, because there are a lot of you guys that have been asking for certain things, and I feel like I have to address. But more importantly, I want to talk about these. So please hold your questions. I will get to them real soon. I'm just want to get all this stuff out. So the first thing is to go to the the Patreon. I'm gonna get it up, and I'll leave it in the link down below, so you guys can see it. Let me get to it right now. All right, let me copy, or I'll copy and paste. Well, it's we're still up, so I'm not gonna be messing around with that. Anyway, let's talk about this. So the Patreon is back up, guys, and first and foremost, we talked about it before. I got new merch, and I want to thank a very special someone. Um, Shouts out to her first of all, because she definitely was the first to comment and actually tell me, literally tell me that she purchased one of my new merch shirts, and I appreciate that very much. So I'm going to give a shout out to the Philly Valkyrie, aka I know your real name, Miss Azaria Carter. My queen, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was feeling good all that day, and then you contact me and said, "Look what I purchased," and I appreciate that. Monster, she purchased the childhood, never forget the childhood friend shirt. Me and you in the comic world. That's what's up. Yeah, he likes that. So I appreciate that very much, Azaria. You really made my day with that. Um, really did. I will forever be in your debt. And all I can say is give you my humble thank you very much. Thank you very much, as always. My queen, thank you. I appreciate that. But is the Patreon? What is the Patreon? So what is going on? What are in the Patreons? There's gonna be a lot of things coming to the Patreon, guys, that I suggest you guys get on or be a part of, because there's going to be polls, there's going to be exclusive stuff to the Patreon, and a lot of it also is going to be determined by you that will go on the Patreon and also go on the channel here to my pack, as always. So before the Patreon, there's going to be a video coming up real soon, probably the first of next year, um, that's going to be dedicated to my Aussie pack members, all the pack members from the land down under, my Aussie pack members, everybody who follows me and from the land of Australia. Thank you. I looked at my analytics and found out that most of my subscribers, a lot of them, like I believe 35% or 40% out of the 100 comes from Australia. And I'm saying to myself, wow, like what did I do to deserve that? Is it because I talk about Australia a lot and show my respect to Australia and, my love for it? Maybe. I don't know. But I've met a lot of cool people from Australia that I've talked to, that I'm friends with on Instagram as well as on Facebook, that they follow me on my Facebook, not just my Facebook page, but also on just Facebook, knowing me under my real name. So I appreciate that. So there's something coming for you. It's going to be a new Mount Vernon Kid try. There's going to be a goodie box of all of the snacks, a lot of snacks from Australia, including something I said I wasn't going to do, Vegemite. So I will do that. Anyway, so that's coming. That's something that I wanted to bring up. The next thing, the Patreon. Back to the Patreon. I apologize. The Patreon is up, and it is 5 tiers. And I'm going to go through each tier for you guys to let you know what this means and I'm not saying that you got to do it. I'm not saying that, but if you want to put in to help the pack and help your alpha, and that's going to push something, to be every amount counts. So I'm gonna show you all the Patreons, all the tiers. The tiers are broken up 5. There's 5. They're broken up into they're labeled as rankings in a wolf pack. So it's really funny. So when I was thinking about this, I was like, you know what? I got to put it under like a real wolf pack. I call you guys my pack. So yeah. So I'm gonna show you every bit of all the details. So there are 5 tiers. Each one will have its own specific tier, specific reasoning, but also carry on. So let's start off with the omega level, which is the lowest. That's basically for $3 a month. Um, any person who joins the $3 tier, which is the omega level, you will get access to Patreon only voting power. So you every time I put up a poll, you can vote on that. You can messaging and things like that, and community chats. That's for $3 a month. Then we move on to the next in the poll, and that is Delta level, which is $5 a month. And for $5, you get early access to content that I may put as well. And anything that came in the Omega, you get to as well. Next up is Gamma level. Now, once again, we're not talking gamma power from the whole. No, this is how a wolf pack ranking is. If you really do the research into how the ranks are in wolf pack, yeah, I'm your boy's crazy like that. I get real deep into like, okay, how does a wolf pack work? I know there's an alpha and I know the omegas, but what is in between? So I researched and did all my research and I found out. So gamma level is something I feel um, is the same echelons of what the others are. There's not much to change, but there is some things that will also. So the status of gamma level is something that I think most of my comic heads will. I know there's a lot of you guys that keep asking, Chris, when's the comic reviews coming back? I'd love to see those back or things like that. Hey, are you reading this, Chris? I'd love to hear what your views. So for gamma level, which is $10 a month, once a month, a Patreon at this level handpicks 2 comics that I'll read and record a review for it, and you'll get access to this level. It can be a trade, it can be single issues, um, but just remember, like I do read a lot of comics, so it has to be something I haven't read, but you be the booker and you get all the other stuff that was in the previous levels as well. So that's for like the people who choose this level basically. So once a month, you tell me, okay, Chris, I want you to read this trade and this trade. I will purchase those trades. Excuse me. I will purchase those trades myself and do a review for you. I will shout you out. I will shout you out by name. I will shout you out and tell you, oh, this is from Patreon member such and such. He or she wanted me to read this. There you go. And that is definitely that is gamma level. I like those names. I put a lot of, and I had a little help from some friends that were like, dude, like you're gonna do this, like go hard with it. You calling yourself the alpha and you got a pack. Go hard, like go hard with it. So the next 2 are probably the biggest 2, and this the next level is something that I think a lot. I think I'm missing one because I remember I did miss one. I did. Let me go back real quick. I think I missed up. Sorry. Um. Uh. Let me go back to Delta level because Delta level is something I think a lot of people. I helped with that too. Okay, Delta level. Let me rephrase that again. Delta level status of the Patreon is you guys for once again. Delta level is $5 a month. Once a month, whoever chooses Delta level, you get an exclusive one-on-one 30 question Q&A with me. Just me and you on camera. And you get, and I'll answer all 30 questions of yours. It's one-on-one, just me and you. Is nobody else in here, nobody in the comments. No, it's just me and you. And that's the big thing with Delta. A lot of people have been saying and asking, dude, I'd love to talk to you just one-on-one and ask you questions, stuff like that. Well, there's your chance. Now's your opportunity. You can do that. Giving back to the pack, which is definitely something that I always feel like doing. So let me go back now to beta level. Beta is one of the big ones, and beta level is a pretty good one too. That is the this is the $15 a month uh, uh, Patreon, and this is also one because you become my booker in a sense. This is like in a sense. So once a month on this level, Patreons can request any type of video to which I'll do, and you can request 3 videos. So whatever it is, if you want me to do a top list or favorite list or do this or do that, yeah, I'll do it. I will do it. I'll also give you a verbal on camera, on camera, uh, verbally on camera. Thank you, and my humble opinion. And plus, you get all the previous rewards from all the previous levels. So if you do Delta Beta, you can do the one-on-one from Delta of the tier, and that is the alpha level. Sorry, that is the alpha level tier, and it's $20 a month, but it's worth the $20. This was something that one of my friends, when he was helping me, he put it together. He's like, dude, like do this for them. This would be something I would love to see. So basically, there was another reward added to it. I forgot to add it, but the biggest thing outside of Alpha, you're getting all the previous rewards from the first 4, but the biggest thing you're getting is pretty much you get to request uh, 10 videos from me. You request 10 videos, and I will a month. I will do it. Like I may not do it the whole month, but I will break it up into 5. But I will do it, whatever they are, and I will shout you out. This is from Patreon, such and such. Um, as well, it can be any video. It can be a top list, a topic video, even a reaction. Um, uh, but this is separate from beta level. But basically, you are my booker. The other thing is you can help me put together a. You get to help me put together uh, a thank you box, which will be like a raffle. It's gonna be called the Geek Raffle Sweepstakes. Basically, this is coming next year. For all those people who have subscribed to me and things like that, I'm gonna give back to you. Where every time you comment on my videos and things like that, I'm putting your name in a box, and at the end of the month, I will pull, and if I pull your name, you will win this gift box that I will put together. It's going to be worth about $150 of geek goodies in there. You get to help me. You will also get to help me put that together by you get to name 2 items to put in there. Whether it's a comic or gift cards or stuff like that. It's gonna next year it'll be a gift box. However, we will do it in terms of like giving back. Like I'll email you where you email me your personal information so I can send it out to you if your name is picked. But yeah, that's the alpha level of it. You're like, that's the big one. But like I said before, guys, the Patreon. I put this. I want to give a shout out to my friend Leonard, and my friend my friend Rob, and my friend Steve, uh, one of my coworkers. He helped me put together this Patreon. They helped me. These are coworkers I work with. They were like, "Yo, do this for them," things like that. So I appreciate it. If y'all watching, thank you so much. But that is the Patreon, guys. A lot of things are coming next year, and I'm starting off with some bangs, and I want people to be a part of it, and I want people to we keep moving forward as a fandom, as a pack. We are still growing. The goal is still to, for me, the goal is still to hit 20K. That is the goal right now. And then from there, I move it, I up it up, I up it even more. I'm a small YouTuber. I talk about all kind of geek related things. I try to take your minds out of just maybe your days mundane, and I just want you to I try to put a smile on your faces, just give you something to think about. Like, hey, that, oh, he's, okay, I see what he's doing. I'm never trying to bring negativity to you guys. Once again, for everybody, please do not put any questions right now, because I'm talking to you guys and promoting some things that needs to be promoted. But the point is, the Patreon is up. I put it in the link. You can check it out for yourself. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, humbly, thank you very much. But in the meantime, now, you, my pack, can ask me questions now. Hit me with the questions. I will answer them for you. And thank you very much for letting me run off at the mouth for a while. Um, I'll leave also a link. When this video goes up, I'll put the link of my Patreon in the description as well. But yeah, man, it's gonna get wild. It's gonna get a little crazy, but it's also gonna be pretty good for the. It's gonna get. It's gonna get really crazy for the channel. Let's you have my support. Oh, thank you, Darius. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I humbly thank you so much. I appreciate that. You tell me actually which tier you are, which one you will do, and I appreciate that. You ain't gotta tell me now, but just I appreciate that. It should be easy peasy with that. But let me go back to some questions at hand. Damn, this camera is really well. I like this. I really like this new camera. It's really showing my whole face. It's a little light and things like that. What is that comic in the back? That is Something is Killing the Children. That's the first 12 volumes. I always wanted to read it. It's by James Tillman the fourth. They have them in trade, but they just recently came out with this. I got this. It came in a couple of weeks ago from Amazon. I always wanted to read it. It's right next to Spider-Man. I got a couple of stuff that I need to read, but yeah, man. I've been wanting to read this bad boy for a while. Something is Killing the Children. The cover is really nice. That's a badass cover. So, and I met James Tillman the fourth a couple of times, but I recently met him again not too long ago. I got I had got some things for him signed. He was down at Midtown Comics, downtown Midtown, their store downtown. For anybody who's a New Yorker knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I got him. So yeah, let's see what we got. So Briel, What's going on? I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of yours and you're an inspiration. However, Chris, can you tell me how to treat a lady like a girl? And I need help. Any ideas to show her that I'm a real man? Just be yourself, man. Uh, the best way I can to say is real. Just be yourself. Don't try to be anything but you. If you geek out over certain things, and she she kind of if you geek out on certain things that she is not really into, and but she's not really willing to understand it, she's not the one. She's not somebody to be around. um don't be around anybody like that. Or they try to change you or something like that. Don't do that. I can tell you that right now. From that's straight up advice. Be yourself. It'll work out better for you. Even if you miss, you don't hit you don't hit a single on the first swing, but maybe down the line you get that double, and then you get that home run later on. Yeah, it works out. By the way, she told me she never had a real man to actually care about her before in the past, so I want it to be different. Any advice? Like I said, just be yourself. She also has to respect herself too. Like, it's not about a relationship is 50-50. 50-50. It's not just, well, you provide and she'll give you the filet mignon. When nah, it's 50-50. Everything is 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Just take it from there, dudes. Um Darius Brown, D3. I'm just gonna call you DB3. Dude, you got a Patreon? Yes, I do. I had it up before, and then I took it down. Then I had help with it from a couple of coworkers that helped me put it together more. Like, they helped me put it together. Let's see. Uh, have you watched Lost in Space? Yeah, I've watched Lost in Space. I've watched all the incarnations of that. I haven't watched the newer season yet. Like I said, bro, your birthday's coming up. You're getting older, dude. Yes, dude, I know what that's like, bro. Your boy, your alpha, will be celebrating next year. Get this, we'll be celebrating his 40th birthday. Your boy is turning 40 next year. 40. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm ready to hit the big four. I'm ready to enter Club 40. I will be exiting Club 30 next year, March 24th. I'll be exiting. And hopefully next year I can get that party that I want. I want to throw a party, a 80s theme party where everybody dresses like from the 80s. I really want me and Malcolm to dress up like Run DMC, with the Adidas, the hat, and everything, Kangos and everything. I wanted to be an 80s theme party. Malcolm, my brother, just celebrated his 28th birthday this week. December 2nd was his birthday. It's hard to believe he's 28. I'm gonna be 40. Um, when I tell people that, they just like, wait, doing a lot of crazy silliness. That's I'm just me. Anyway, moving on. I'm excited for No Way Home. Am I exited? You put exited, Red Rex. Am I excited? Yes. Gonna check out how this is gonna go, and seeing all these characters back in the fold, and basically the Sinister Six. They got their wish in some cases, and how this is gonna end, and how is this gonna affect, Doctor Strange 2 and all this other stuff. And they just recently released a teaser for Enter the Spider-Verse 2 Part 1 or whatever. And seeing Miguel O'Hare, aka Spider-Man 2099, and it's going to be good. I think we're definitely going to get the inheritance in this one, Molong and all of them. It should be fun. That should be fun. I'm really excited about that. I will talk about that later as well. The reason why I didn't do a reaction to it because I watched it. It's not real if you already watched it. I don't make fake reactions. That's the first thing right there. You want to do reactions, do not make fake reactions. Do not watch the video and then record yourself that you already watched that video and record yourself doing a fake reaction. All my reaction go back to all my reaction vids, whether it's on this channel or my all reaction channel. They're all real. They're not fake. I don't fake it. I'm not half-assing it. That's it. Um, Travis asks you, have you watched how to rebuild kingdom anime? I don't even know what that is, so no. Hey there, chat. Skyham, what's up? I'd love to be a patron. Please, guys, do not come out and say that you don't have to tell me that you can't afford it or something like that. That's you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You do it in time. You don't need to come out and say that. But I know there's people out here that wanted up the Patreon, so I put it up. And if it don't start kicking right away, that's fine. But you don't need to come out and say that I can't afford it, that, and because I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm not gonna be mad or like, oh y'all want it and then y'all can't. No, I'm not. That's not me. So just you don't need to say anything. You just wait. Give it some time. Maybe something come around in the future and you're like, oh, I could, but you don't need to come on and say that. You don't need to put that in the comments. So everybody who's saying stuff like that, delete that comment right now. I'm asking you to delete it. You don't need to put that. You don't need to put that, please. All right. Hey, Nathan, was good. Yo, man, are you still looking forward to the new Scream movie arriving coming soon? Yeah, I'm still looking forward to the Scream movie, Matthew. Definitely looking forward to seeing how what they're gonna do with that. Who's the killer? Is Sydney gonna still stay one of the queens of the final girls? Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how that's gonna end and how this is gonna go. So yes, I am. I'm not going to read that. Caroline, you don't need to put that. What urban legend films would what urban legends scene have you what urban legend films have you seen and what did you think of the storylines? Um, Urban legends film. I gotta look up that. I'm trying to. Let me see, because I can't recall them all off the top of my head, but I've seen some urban legends. Just I've seen a couple like the urban legend films like there's the being that I live in New York, so one of the big urban legends is alligators in the sewer. There was a movie about that, the urban legend. I think it came out in the 80s. I think it was called just called Alligator. I can't remember. So I remember that one. I thought you were just talking about the urban legend films. I've seen those. Um, uh, trick or treat, trick and treat, trick or treat. I seen that. That was pretty good. That was fun. Uh, I'm trying to remember. I guess you could do the. I know what you did last summer. That's kind of based on urban legends, like urban legends from like cryptics and stuff like that. I mean, I still want to see Antlers. I still have not watched Antlers yet. I watched that, but I did put like, yeah, that's a review that's coming, movie review. And that's the Wendigo is a legend, a Native American legend. So yeah. Sky and top 5 Spider-Man girlfriends across all media. Top 5 girlfriends. Well, Mary Jane is always going to be up top. That's pretty much. Uh, Gwen, I will always put Gwen up there. Um, I mean, Spidey hasn't had a lot of. Well, I liked him with Carly Cooper. I know there's some people that did not like Carly Cooper. I also liked him with Mockingbird. That was an interesting take. Him with Mockingbird, Bobby Morris. I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And the short-lived Carol Danvers, that was short. But okay, I'll remove the short-lived Carol Danvers. I liked him with Shadowcat from the Ultimate Universe. That was actually really good. That was actually a good one. Which Marvel, Nathan Banks, which Marvel and DC movies are you looking forward to in the upcoming months and years to come? Black Adam for sure, definitely. Um, Doctor Strange 2 for sure. Um, there's a bunch. There's just too many, Nathan, to really go down the line. I hope everybody's enjoying Hawkeye because episode 3, that was the best showing of Earth's Mightiest Marksman. Showing all the trick arrows, it was just like, that's Hawkeye. That's Hawkeye. And Katie, Miss Stanfield, who plays Katie, is great. She's great. And I love what they did with Echo. They did a good job introducing Echo. I saw the teaser. I talked about that. I saw the teaser. Let's see. Yo, man, you okay? I just read that, man. What do you think of? I know what you did last summer. Movie have to offer with the tales and folklore. I mean, they were pretty good. You got to also remember those movies came out right around the time Scream. So you know, the one thing those early 2000, early late 90s movies when they did like the urban legend stuff was, you gotta have like a Scooby Gang. And to be funny, to be real about it, the whole scene where J Love, Jennifer Love is saying, screaming, "Come get him right here." That was not in the original script. Somebody won a contest, and in the contest, if you won, you can write a line, and they would have to say it. That was what won it. So she had to, when she read it, you can go look on it and then talk about it. And she talks about it. She's like, yeah. And they just wanted me to scream. And I thought it was funny. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's what she said. So what are you waiting for? I'm right here. Like, yeah, that was her. Like, that was ad lib. It was made for the script. It was actually funny. Talking about Beyond Omega Level Mutant, I think I saw something on that. Okay. I will sign to your Patreon soon. Maybe today, tomorrow. Hopefully, yeah. I appreciate it very much. Matthew, I appreciate it. Should they make another Final Destination movie or even a TV series, web series, or even a video game? I have heard they have stated they may relaunch the Final Destination, franchise later on. I don't know when. Um, I didn't mind the Final Destination. The first movie I really enjoyed. Uh, the second one got better. I kind of fell off a couple of them, and especially the last litter of them because I thought they just started getting really ridiculous. Most of them just came because of you're just trying to figure out gruesome ways to kill somebody. It was just weird, you know. But if for me, if they remake them, really play up like they always talk about death is trying to kill him. Like I'd really do it where you actually see death. Like you see death, you playing with him or her, or whoever they would make death. You know, the last one I think they actually showcased that the plane, the whole plane and stuff like that. The problem also is you gotta. I would want. I didn't like how they killed off uh Devin. I really didn't like how they killed off Devin Saw's character uh in Devin Saw's character in uh it was just so weird. I was just like, wait, how you kill that character off? And he was so careful throughout the whole um the whole concept of the him. Like I think it was like a random brick that killed him. I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm like, get out of here. Hold on, guys. Like I'm getting weird messages. It was just so weird. It was just so weird. Um, it really was. It was just so freaking weird that I just was like, okay. But I wouldn't mind if they really go more into the horror, like a real horror aspect of it. Like I said, messing with death. This is supposed to happen. Death ain't happy. Like show death, like an entity, like death's like he or she's not playing with that. I'll deal with that. Indeed. So moving on. Let's see. Next question. Um, we got a lot of horror questions. That's cool. I'm down with horror. I got nothing against that. Let's see. What was that? Okay. Um, Once again, everybody, I'm seeing everybody saying like, dude, congratulations on the Patreon. Thank you. I'll check it out. I appreciate that very much. The link is in the check it out. You can find it. We got a super chat up in here. I'm gonna get to that. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Who is that? Ghost Warrior 38. I will get to your question real soon, but thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, because of it's a super chat, I'm gonna get right to it for you. I appreciate it very much. Will you ever talk about pulp characters again, like when you did characters and why I liked them? Side note: that's when I found your channel back when you did the Shadow of the Phantom characters. Why I liked them is returning. That is back. That is a segment that is coming back. I am putting together a list of characters again. Because I did do a whole list that was just to pulp era characters, some of my favorites. Talked about the Shadow, had to talk about the Phantom, things like that. I talked about the Green Llama. Yeah, that's his name. Don't make fun of it. Talked about a couple other people, but yeah, I am putting together a new characters why I liked them series. A new series. When I mean that, meaning a new list, because I've done 2 or 3, so I need to do series 4. So yes, it will be coming back real soon. As you guys see, I've already brought back. I brought back non-comic lineup, didn't I? That's so I got. So yeah, but thank you, Ghost Warrior, for that, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I gotta get that out first. I appreciate you dropping a 10 dime on me for just to answer a question, or I'm gonna answer it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Matthew Mann asks you again. What do you think about the movie Carrie and how has it aged to you? The original, still love. I still love that. I've watched all the Carrie movies, including the remake that they did with Julianne Moore and uh, Chloe Grace Moretz. Moretz. Um, I didn't mind the remake. I like Judy Greer She was good in that. Julianne Moore was fine. But my issue with Chloe playing my issue with Chloe playing um playing Carrie was, if you look at Sissy Spacey in the first one, she kind of stood out as being a little weird and a little bit. You really kind of felt sorry for her as a kind of like an outsider. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even her mom was really religious and everything. Oh, this is devil. You're doing this, and you know, I really felt you really felt it in the original, and the remake. I didn't get that same vibe from Chloe. It was just like I look at her and I'm just like, if I was in high school, I'd be chatting up with her, no problem. Like, hey, how you doing, Carrie? My name's Chris. Can I sit with you? Can we probably would have been friends. That I just, if they had made her like a little bit more ditzy, like maybe she put on did more stuff, I would have been fine. I didn't like Rage 2, Carrie 2. I didn't really like that one. Trying to have connection that she is related to Carrie. So that one has not aged really well. And I watch it for the first time, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like they deserved all that and stuff like that. I will say, when she started using her powers in the remake, that was on some X-Men level like stuff. She felt like if Jean Grey flipped out on people, like stomping the ground, like she was. I was like, okay, yeah, I agree with that one. But yeah, bro, that's crazy. But I think the first Carrie is still, it's a classic, and it is, to some people they may like, this is not age well. This stuff would not. A lot of this stuff, I will say, a lot of the stuff that happened in the original would not happen in schools now. The moment, I'm forgetting the names right now, but the moment your gym teacher smacks you or something, like, yeah, you getting in trouble with that. Yeah, that stuff wouldn't fly now. No way, not at all, not at all. Uh, let's move on to Travis. What are your thoughts on characters? What are your thoughts on character on Snarf? Are you trying to say what are my thoughts on Snarf, the character from Thundercats? I've always loved Snarf. I didn't Snarf or Snarf. I liked him. He just cared. He was a very faithful, loyal friend that cared about Lionel, even though Lionel had kind of grown up, but still he saw him as still a little boy. Because remember, go back to the original series, Lionel may have grown, but he still had like the mind of a child. So, but yeah, I know a lot of people just looked at him, but there was some great episodes that focused on just Snarf, like the episode where he saved all the Thundercats from Mumra, because all they thought it was he was just a nursemaid, but he showed his talents and stuff like that. It was a good episode. I love that episode. Caroline, Shang-Chi and Lady Shiva had a thumb war. How long would it go? Long time. Speaking of how y'all guys watching Young Justice? That was some good the last story arc with Tigress and all of them, and we got to see how they did the Killing Joke in that world. That was great. Right now they're doing Zatanna's story, and I'm liking it. Skyham, I need Japanese Spider-Man to make a cameo in Now No Way Home. Japanese Spider-Man will be in the animated movie. He's going to be in that. Matthew Mann, what did the faculty film do correct, and what did it do with the failures? I haven't watched the faculty in years. I can't even remember all of it. So, but I like the faculty. I did like that movie, but I haven't watched it in years. I really haven't. I wouldn't mind. That is a movie that that could probably get a. I wouldn't mind a remake of that. You know. Hey Chris, how your day been? It's been pretty good, Andre. Thank you. Nathan, what do you think the future of the CW will be for superheroes? Um, what will be the wait? Hold on. What? Man. Okay, it's slowing down here. Let me get pop it up here real quick. All right. Um. Oh. Uh. Okay. Uh. Uh. Sorry. Where we at? Okay. Nathan asked me again. Here we go. Now I got it. Here we go. What do you think? What do you think is the future for the CW? Will be like for the superhero shows? Will CW move in a different direction in the future? I doubt it. I doubt it. But we probably going to see more of those shows move over to HBO Max. Um, because especially with the CW shows, they have a certain formula that has sustained them, but it also is making their shows way predictable, too predictable. And there are fans that are getting tired of it, that are getting tired of it. I have not watched the I'm gonna wait to watch Armageddon, the Flash stuff until all the episodes come out. Then I'm gonna just watch them, boom, all back together. But it seems like Abar Thawne did something. He changed the future and all this other stuff. You know, and once again, with the CW shows, you're also gonna it's a love hate relationship with the CW. And the show is just getting a little too predictable. With Flash right now, they brought Despero in. Despero, a great villain, and you got him looking human. Like he's not human. He's not human. He's stop. Like you telling me you can't hire makeup artists to make this dude look monstrous with a third eye? It's like I saw the guy act. I'm like, I know the actor who's playing him, but why are you making him? Why is he human looking? That's my always been my issue with the CW stuff. Is like they always gotta humanize. They always gotta humanize these characters. Give them human traits, and I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. It's stupid. It's like what the hell? Like just do it. Just do it. So hopefully, and I see people already saying screw CW. But Superman has been great. I've been loving that. That's probably one of the best. Stargirl's been good too because they actually gave us a nice look at the JSA, and I was like, oh my god, that they look great. Y'all know me about JSA. I love the JSA. All right, let's see. We um okay, we got another okay, we got another uh, super chat. I'm gotta go right to it. I'm sorry, guys. Another one hitting it from looks like Ghost Warrior 38. Will you watch the Book of Boba Fett? Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Definitely. Looking forward to it. So yes, I will watch that. And thank you for another dropping the five again. I appreciate it very much. Indeed, very much. Ghost Warrior, I appreciate it. You are the becoming the MVP of the pack tonight. So I appreciate that. Um, let's see, where are we? All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Damn, I'm really loving this camera. This camera is really looking really nice. I feel good investment in my part. Thank you, Verizon, for since I have all these rewards with Verizon because that's my provider. I was able to use that to get a new mic and a new camera, webcam. So all from under Razor. They all are Razor. And I still got a lot of points, reward points now. So appreciate that, Verizon. Thank you. All right, next up, Andre says, "Hey Chris, guess what? I'm actually be going to graduate from college soon with a bachelor's degree on December 17th. Shouts out to you, brother. That is respect. You boom, boom, boom. You got your alpha showing love and respect. Respect, respect, respect. Love that. That's good shit right there. Matthew Mann, what Nightmare on Elm Street movies did you find amusing? Which ones did you find lackluster? The Nightmare on Elm Street movies are mixed with me, and they were mixed with me in general. Like I never saw Freddy scary until maybe the last one. I think Wes Craven wrote. Outside of that, but I respect Freddie. I respect Robert Englund in general. The amount of time and effort he put into that character, the amount of cuts and bruises that he's got with because that hand that glove was sharp as shit. Like there's a series on Netflix called it's about the movies that made us. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. They talk about the stuff that he went through, just nearly hurting himself. That he hurt himself many times. But like I said, I've never really, to me, I would never say they were lackluster. But I just never was scared of them. Not Jason, not Friday the 13th. No slasher really scared me outside of Michael Myers. And the only reason why Michael Myers kind of creeps me out scared is because of the unpredictability and trying to figure out why is he doing this stuff? Why is he doing this? You know, it is. And yeah, the face huggers scare the shit out of me. I'm gonna be honest. So that's why I don't watch Aliens. I've tried to conquer that demon and I can't conquer it. I've been scared of the face huggers since I was 6 years old, and I have never got over that. Anytime that shit comes on, and I close my even the comics, the Alien comics. I peeked into it and I saw the face. I'm like, oh my god, it's there. So I'm afraid of Fly. Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis, creeped the hell out of me. Got over that, but the facehuggers, I have not gotten over. I'm still scared of that. Those things creep me out. Yeah, Zaria, they scare me. So don't try that with me, please. I'm just saying. Uh, uh, let's move on. Okay. Rex Ninja. That's a little personal. That's none of. I'm gonna put it right real quick, real easy. That's none of your goddamn business. Okay. So please don't be cute. That's none of your business. Just saying. Moving on. Andre. Also, what do you think about the new Hawkeye series? I'm loving it. I just talked about that. Episode 3 was the best out of the three three episodes, and we got 3 more episodes to go. Hawkeye is real short. It's only 6 parts. That's fine. It's kind of got a Christmas theme to it. It's playing up. It is following more of the Hawkeye series. That Matt Fraction and uh I gotta remember. Because I always want to get both artists. I want to get both creators. Don't just want to. You need to. You got to mention both all the creative team. So it's and David Ja who did the artwork. You know, you got the tracksuit mafia and things like that. So it's great stuff. And I'm calling it. We will. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Echo's uncle. I think we know who that is. So, Matthew Mann, how well do you think the Happy Death Day saga has become with its leftovers? I don't think I've seen that, so I wouldn't know. Caroline, what characters are you hoping to see in Across the Spider Verse? Um, every so far everybody I we're gonna see Jessica Drew. We're gonna see her, the Spider Woman. We got Miguel O'Hare. We're gonna see Japanese Spider Man. Um, it'd be great to see Hindu Spider Man, the Spider Man India. That'd be kind of cool. I would love to see Anya. I would love to see Mayday Parker, but who knows? Uh, Caroline, who do you think will be the villain? Morlun, the Inheritor, the Inheritance. Matthew Man, what Saw movies were decent and which ones were unhelpful? After the first two, I stopped watching Saw. I did watch the Book of Saw. I did watch that the last one with Chris Rock. That was all right, you know, but I stopped watching the Saw movies. Um, I really have. I didn't. I just they just weren't for me anymore. Worst Spider-Man villain, the Jackal. Fuck the Jackal. Fuck the Jackal. Can't stand the Jackal. Matthew Mann, what did you think of Snoop Dogg's role in movie Bones? Bones is underrated. I think that is a very underrated horror movie. I think it is. It is extremely underrated. Uh, and what the hell is this? Okay, I do think Bones is an underrated movie, but I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, and Snoop did too because he got to kiss Pam Grier. You know, I was back in the day. Like Pam Grier is probably every red-blooded American's dream. So I can understand. So yeah. Uh, Next up, Nathan Banks. Have you ever been to the L&L Hawaiian barbecue in your area? If you have, the one near you where I live is the bomb. I love barbecue beef, shrimp, and no, I haven't. I'm gonna check that out right now. Let's see where it is. L and L Hawaiian barbecue. All right, here we go. Right here. Where's one located? I'll add it to the list. Let me see. Let me see. Search. Um. Okay. L&L Hawaiian barbecue. All right, let me see. Uh. I don't think there's one in New York. Is there one in New York? I mean, state. There's L&L Hawaiian barbecue. Where is this? It's in Evans Mill. Okay, I've never been to Evans Mill. Like, yeah, that's way. I think what county is that? Evans Mill. Where is that? What village is that? Let me see. I'm just making sure. I'm trying to figure. Evans Mill. Oh, that's in Jefferson County. Yeah, that's way upstate. I think that's way upstate. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, almost close to Watertown. That's basically almost close to the Canadian border. Yeah, no, I have not. Uh, I would that would have to be a trip, something like that. But I have never been Evans. Man, that's way up there. The farthest New York State I've ever been, the farthest of New York State, um, um, almost to Buffalo, Lake George, um, places like that. Malcolm has been as far as Syracuse. That's the capital of New York. Um, but I've never been that far, like almost close to the Canadian border or Niagara Falls. So no, I've never been that far upstate New York. So no, but I would love to do it if I could because I do love barbecue too. But there's a lot of places in the city that um, I still need to check out. Uh, like say, hey, yo, Chris, have you heard that Cartoon Network is going to show all of the classic cartoons, Cartoon Network Christmas specials this year? Oh, that'd be cool. I'll check that out. That'd be cool. Michael Mann, are you excited? You keep saying exited. Am I excited that Eminem is acting again in BMF? To me, I don't mind, but he's a musician. He's an artist. I'm cool. Whatever M does, I'll support. But it is what it is. What Ace Ventura motion picture was the most app- applaud worthy? The first one will always hold. I always will hold the first one a little bit higher than the second one. I like When Nature's Call, and if it is true that Mister Carey is wants to do a third one, have at it, because I loved him as Dr. Robotnik. He came strong with that. That felt like old school Jim Carrey when he was Dr. Robotnik. And then at the end where he looked in the classic look, I was like, yeah, all right. But the first one will always hold high. I thought the first one was better than Nature's Calls. It just had a better feel than the second one. And like I said, I don't. The second one, I hate to be a little political, but to me, I didn't. I liked it, but I didn't. There's a part of me that was like, oh, we got the white savior to save two tribes of African tribes. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. Like, why? There's a part of me that was like that. It wasn't fully, but it was like that. You know, it just felt like that. I just like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Um, Next up we have is let's see what's next. Next is Will Miser. With so many spider concepts already adapted on screen and more possible coming soon, could we see Ben Riley, Anya Corazon, Jessica Drew in the Spider Verse or MCU? Jessica Drew's coming. Spider Woman is coming. Um, what was her name? Olivia Wilde, I believe. Forget the actress's name, but they have asked her to do something, direct some spider related movie. Anya would be. I just said her. Spider Girl. I would love to see Anya. Ben Riley. I don't want to. I really don't want to see any clone crap right now. The Clone Saga. I do not want to see. I really don't want to see that. I hate the Jackal. I hate the Clone Saga. Yeah, you can keep that away unless they do something better. Nope, I care less. But yeah, Jessica Drew's definitely coming. The original Spider Woman's coming. Skyhem. Did you see? I thought it was a fun movie with very Thai vibe. Have you seen it? Oh, the movie. No, I have. I on my list to watch. I am gonna watch that. I am gonna watch that. What would Cassandra Cain think of X-23? Laura, I think she would see. She could understand Laura to a degree. And that'd be interesting to see. Jiu-jitsu definitely. I'm talking Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Big difference. Muay Thai definitely. You know, just the conditioning of a Thai fighter is just crazy. You know, up high, everything up high. You know, they hold it bouncing on one leg, and everything comes at you quick. Um, that was three. Uh, Kung Fu, definitely, with the different styles and different like forms. I like. Um, and yeah, of course, you know, and I gotta throw Jeet Kune Do in there, you know, because it's one of my idol. He created it, Bruce Lee. I do like karate, you know, but I think it's almost like everybody knows karate. It be you know, everybody. That's why I did taekwondo, is because everybody was doing karate, and I'm like, that's all I hear, karate, karate. Nobody does anything different. So I thought outside of it, and I found, and I knew somebody that knew taekwondo, a real woman, a real who was from, you know, whose father learned to knew um, taekwondo, and she taught me and a couple other people. So it was good. Wasn't a big class though. It was pretty good. Um, Brio, Chris, what did you think? What do you think Galactus? When do you think Galactus will arrive, and how do you think he'll arrive? Well, the first thing is Galactus has to. You first have to see Surfer or whatever, whatever herald, but more likely it'll be the Surfer. Surfer is his most famous herald. Once we see that, the Sentinel of the Spaceway, you know that man's coming. Once he comes on Earth, you know the Devourer of Worlds is coming. And if Marvel's smart, and Kevin, you do not make this. Don't fall into what they did in that in the Fantastic Four, made him a cloud. No, you make him what if y'all did. This is why I y'all these people need to stop. I hate all these people who do these lists and be like, these are five characters that cannot come to the MCU. If you can do the freaking Celestials, the all-powerful Celestials, you can do Galactus. You can do the Beyonder. You can stop saying they can't. Stop that. Stop that. Just stop. I can't stand that. Um, as for when will he arrive? Whenever. I don't care. Take how long you want. Just make sure. Hope Matt Murdock cameo in Hawkeye, maybe a little Echo and Matt Flirt. Uh, More like I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. But I will see. We'll just have to see. Andre, so what do you think about the highly controversial DC comic graphic novel I Am Not Starfire? I don't know. I've never read it, so I gotta check it out. Is this another? Oh no. Do you think the scary movie series later on was horrible after the Wayne brothers quit? Kinda. Yeah, I kinda do. I feel they didn't live up. The last couple ones didn't really live up to when Keenan left. Yeah, directing duties and stuff like that. I definitely feel that way. Matthew, if you had a dog, would you? Wow, if I had a dog, would you want one like a pit bull, a Rottweiler, Doberman Pinscher, German Shepherd Boxer, Great Dane Mastiff, or Saint Bernard? I'm gonna say them all because those I love those breeds. I like them all. You know, those are all good breeds that I have been around and see a lot of them every day. When I'm heading to work, there's a Rockwaller I see every day when I when by the train station where I'm coming heading to my job. His master walks him every day, and his name is Brutus, and I see him every day, and every time I say, "Hey, Brutus," and he knows me because he just comes up to me, and I put my hand down, and he sniffs, and he gets excited. Um, there's a Great Dane near my job too that I know, named Clyde. He's got his ears perched like they did the whole ear perch, which I like. I don't mind seeing a Great Dane with their ears down, but I do like them sticking up like Ace. That's really cool. German Shepherds, I love German Shepherds. Doberman Pinschers are pretty dogs. Um, all black, but even the darker brown versions. But one of my favorite breeds is Huskies. I love Huskies. I love Huskies. Any dog that has a wolf in them, I love. Like wolf dogs, I love wolf dogs. Huskies. Uh, uh, what's the other breed? Um, Forgetting right now, off the top of my head. I'm a big bull terrier. I love pit bulls. Pit bulls are get so much bad rep. American bullies, all those dogs, they get bad reps, but they're probably some of the most sweetest dogs that you would ever be around. My family has a pit bull named Papa. He's sweetest dog you ever meet. But yeah, he can get a little horny at times. Like he'll grab your leg and try to hump you. And I'm like, stop, But yeah, he'll sit there and just look at you and put his head on you, or you start petting him and you stop. He'll start pushing it to, hey, I want more rubs. It's cool. He's a good dog though. What am I saying? Speaking of Devon Saw and slashers, do you watch the Chucky series? Yeah, I gotta catch up on it. He's in it. I know. I have don't spoil it. I haven't finished it, so please don't spoil it. So any particular thoughts on James Tillion's run on Batman in general? It was okay. It wasn't that bad. I've kind of fall behind on his Batman. I don't read that much DC as much because a lot of it is just becoming same old, same old. I usually now get a lot of DC now in trades. Some of the stuff, like like Batman, for example, is a good one that I get in trades. Um, I still read Wonder Woman. I read Flash. I stopped reading Flash for a while. I'm just gonna that'll be in trade now. I do read Wonder Girl, Titans, uh, Nightwing, of course. I'm reading a book right now, um, by DC. Right now, I'm still catching up on my books right now, but uh, it's a six-parter called Robins. Um, It's basically got all the people who were Robins in it. As you can see, there's Dick, there's Jason, there's Tim, there's Damien. I can't stand, and even Stephanie in there. She was a Robin for a while, short lived, but she was a Robin, and it was a good start. I'm catching up on that, but yeah, it was fun. I read the Static, and Hardware, and Icon and Rocket. Green Lantern. I gonna get that in trade too. I just recently picked up. I just recently picked up. Um, I recently just picked up Far Sector, the complete series. I definitely wanted to read this, so I had picked. But yeah, I read more indie and more Marvel now than ever. Um, Dark Age, the Tom Taylor stuff. Oh, that's been great. Uh, it was the last issue was really sad. Oh man, that got me. Tom Taylor's becoming a master of tear jerkers now. Um, you're not watching War Games. No, I'm not. Um, NXT is not the same anymore. It's not. It's just it's not. Um, I have I keep my eye on like even Raw and SmackDown. Like I don't really watch full episodes anymore. I watch clips and stuff just to keep what's going on. If it's a good match, I'll watch it. But 2.0 is not working for me. It is not working for me. It's they gutted it, and they gutted that. To it's just it's sad. It's really sad. They're trying too hard to push too much, too many new faces, and nobody is really. The only person they really pushing is Steiner's son. Really, truly. And that name just don't work for me. That Braun break. That's stupid name. Stupid. Like just call him Steiner. Like the fuck. Matthew, what was your favorite picture in the Jason Bourne franchise? Well, for someone who's actually read all 15 books, yes, I'm a huge Jason Bourne fan. I knew about Jason Bourne before the movies even came out. So, and the books are a little different, especially those first three: Born Identity, Born Supremacy, and Born Ultimatum. But every other book stars Jason Bourne. There was no other character in there. But um, I will always hold the first one high because Matt Damon just proved like, yo, okay, Matt could do the action stuff if he wanted to. If he wanted to say, okay, enough with the drama stuff, let's do the action, I could do it. He could do it. And the last one was great. If they keep him in uh, Greenwood, I think that's the producer, that'd be fine. But yeah, there's like 15 books, and I think there's a 16th coming out soon. I haven't read it yet. Matthew, should Tomb Raider make a comeback or a return? I know they're working on another movie, and I'm definitely going to check it out. Tomb Raider, I wouldn't mind them doing another a new game. You know, I enjoyed the newer take on Laura, giving her more of a feel like, okay, she's not just sex appeal, and that was, I think, for a lot of people, that was the problem with the original. Everybody just focused on her body. It shouldn't just have been about the body. You know, I'm just saying. You know, so to see them do that remake and have her, she looked vulnerable. She built up to the legend that she was. I applauded that. I like that. Um, they say all the time, don't fix anything that broken, but with Tomb Raider, it was kind of broken. It needed a makeover. That was a franchise that needed a makeover. Yeah, I really liked your characters and why I liked them. Second, yeah, that's thank you. I appreciate. Um, what James Bond film were the most over the top and ridiculous? Probably Pierce Brosnan's run. A lot of those were over the top. His last one he did, Die Another Day. Even though I like it, there was some over the top stuff in there. I was just like, what? Wait, come on, like his stuff were he did do, and he even admitted it. A lot of his stuff was really over the top. What Star Wars filmings were the finest additions with their origins, roots, beginnings, or the startups? That's a little tough because everybody would say the Hope, all those Return of the Jedi, Empire Strike Backs were probably the best. I didn't mind the prequels. You know, I mean, it was interesting to see where they were gonna go, like how this happened, where this happened, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. I don't care too much for the later versions because they negated I really wish Disney did not negate the expanded universe. I want to see. I can't with that. It bothers me that you know it does. It bothers me that we'll never see Mara Jade Skywalker. I wanted to see that character so badly on live screen, and I wanted her to be the wife of Luke Skywalker. but Disney had to go and say, "Oh, well, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do our own." Blah blah blah. Don't get me wrong. Finn, all that stuff. That's cool, but it's just like I wanted to see Mara Jade. I wanted to see all that stuff. Sucks. 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 All right. I'm sorry about that. Original recipe. Sorry. All right, let's go. Moving on. Let's see. Okay. Okay. You watched all the Carrie movies, even the first remake from 2000. Yeah. Uh, would you agree? Angela Bassett was a good Carrie. Yes, she was. That's the remake. That's the TV movie, if I remember correctly. She was a real good Carrie. I enjoyed it very. Matthew, if they made a BBC Robin Hood season 4, how do you think they would carry on with the continued form or formation? That's a good question because at the end of that series, which I really liked, Robin died. He died. So the only way I could see them doing is that the rest of the team carries on. In a sense, don't have a new Robin Hood come along. No, they just carry on in his name in honor of him to move forward. That'd be the best way to do it. I could never see somebody like, oh, okay, we're gonna have somebody else take up the name Robin Hood. Nah, that'd be totally disrespectful to me. I didn't. I was shocked when they did that. Like, they killed Robin Hood. Like, whoa. But I thought it was sweet to see like Marion's ghost like come and come with him and be there with him while he was dying. Because if I remember, it's been a long time. If I remember correctly, he got poisoned by they were building her up as like a love interest, and she was hating that he loved Marion, not her. And Guy Gisborne, I would not have him be like the new Robin Hood. Nah, I don't do that. JPX would what would love to see Spider-Man Unlimited in the Across the Spider. I think Morlun might be the film's and that. Yes, Morlun is going to be it. Spider-Man Unlimited, that Peter Parker, maybe. Andre, what which of the various Spider-Man from the first Into the Spider-Verse movie would you like to see in a spin-off? Probably Spider-Man Noir, because I enjoyed the noir universe of Marvel. That was really cool to see. Okay, how would these characters be like in the 1930s? Like Spider-Man, they did the X-Men, they did Luke Cage, which was really good. They did Wolverine. The Luke Cage one was really good because it was built on reputation that he was bulletproof, but we found out why. I think they did Daredevil, they did Punisher. It was good stuff. I really enjoyed that. I really wish they did the they didn't scrap the Spider-Man the noir universe. Memes aside, how does Spider-Man 3 hold up as a movie? Yeah. Um, love Superman Lois, love the show and the JSA and Stargirl. Yeah, that was yeah. What would you like to see a B R-rated Disney princess movie like a Disney movie based on the Korean ghost story, the Fox sister? That damn well they ain't never gonna do that. No, it ain't gonna do it. The Flash isn't the only CW comic book show doing a multi-part crossover now. Riverdale is doing one. Haven't watched the show in years. Only watched for Sabrina. Are you watching it? No, not really. I'm not really watching Riverdale. Um, I It's not that I hate Archie. I read the remake Archie that Mark Wade did. Those were great. Those comics are great. The Mark Wade, because that's basically what this series Riverdale is based off of, kind of the Mark Wade run, where they given Archie more of a mature vibe and more of an it's so. But yeah, Sabrina, everybody, that's pretty much where everybody's going at with that. What would Barbara Gordon think of Spider Gwen? Yeah, anything DMX, I'm gonna watch. Um, hey, I myself have yet to conquer several. Okay, this is talking about demons. I would love. I would. I would. How. I would love. Wait, Andre, what do you say? I would love Spider Man. Would. I would love to see what Spider Man thinks of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd love to see that. So, Chris, do you think that DC Comics should have more Canadian characters? Yes. Um, uh, um, who is the kindest character in DC Comics in your opinion? Superman, definitely. Heart of Gold, that dude. Yeah. Who are the kindest ones in Marvel? Aunt May. Aunt May, definitely. Aunt May's like the sweetest character. You didn't say super. You saying character. Aunt May's definitely up there. Jarvis. Um, DC. I also throw Alfred in there. Alfred is just one of the kindest people. But Superman, superhero wise, Superman definitely, because he just doesn't think about himself. He's thinking about everybody. There's some good scenes with him and Wonder Woman. I remember. It's just he lives up to what he is. Um, do you so who do you think is the most pathetic supervillain in DC Comics? Most pathetic? Uh Maybe Polka Dot Man. I get Polka Dot. I'm not really a big fan of that character. It's kind of a joke to me. Matthew, should Star Trek have a recovery or and resurface? Yeah, I think you could right now where take some time, especially if you're talking about movie wise, take some time and then come back. Star Trek is like Star Wars. Let it go away for a while, but let it come back. Between Clone Saga and One More Day, what's the most hated Spider-Man story in your opinion? One More Day. That's easy. One More Day. Fuck that shit. Uh so what what would you like to see a DC animated series based on re-image version? Would you like to see a re-image version of the Wonder Twins? Maybe. I don't care for the Wonder Twins. I really don't. I can't with those characters. Because it's like my problem with them is like one always just turns into animals, the other one just turns into water, and I'm just like, that's it. That's all they can do. Like, I remember they did a spoof on it. Cartoon Network did something about it, and I think it was Jace basically said, "Why do I always just turn into water?" I thought it was hilarious, and they kind of did something like that in Justice League Unlimited. Remember Justice League? They had the the kind of Wonder Twins, and still I was just like, it's just water. Like, don't give me water. Water is the most powerful element on Earth, but it's just like, what would Katana think of Samurai Jack? You're good. You're cool. Would you like to see an Adult Swim animated series of Dexter's Laboratory series to what they did with Samurai Jack? No, I wouldn't. Because with Samurai Jack, that's fine. But I don't need to see an adult version of Dexter's Laboratory. No, I don't need that. I really don't. Dexter got away with a lot of stuff in general. You could go back and there's somebody that should put up a video to showcase a lot of stuff that Dexter got away with. But I don't need an adult version of that. I really don't. Um I have a black lab and a golden. It's nice. Uh, I used to have a Siberian Husky named Maya. Ooh, pretty. But currently I have a cockatoo named Jazzy. I like birds. I like them. They're fine. Cockapoo. Oh, cockapoo. Oh. I really want a comic of Babs, Cassie, Kate, Stephanie working together. There's a book coming out which I am gonna read called Batgirls, and it's Cassandra and Stephanie together, and I think Barbara's in it. But yeah, there's one coming. Thoughts on the Ninja Turtles versus Batman animated film? Comic was good. I still feel they was a little biased to Batman, the whole Bat family. I liked the movie to a degree, but there still was problems with it. But I love seeing that. Yeah, Shredder beat Batman, and I wouldn't be surprised if Shredder could beat Batman in a fight. You know, I'm not batting the Sun. Batting the Sun, they're probably one of the most biased DC when they're doing their superhero beatdown. Who do you think will be the villain in that? The Marvel character, and it makes no sense. Makes no sense. We'll see. They probably may do a sequel. Depends. Should Turok make a return to comics and games? I know they're coming out with a new Turok game. Uh, Next question. Uh, I'm I'm getting really, am I really sick of the Star Wars trilogies? I really, okay. Should Johnny Depp reprise any roles in any kind of way, shape, or form? Yes. I don't, Johnny Depp deserves to be getting work because of his stupid ex-wife. Everybody's believing her when there's all this footage and film of saying all the crap she said. She should have been fired from Aquaman 2. But it's this double standard bullshit that is like, oh, you did this to her, but she did this to him. And they always go with that. That is the problem. One of the problems with just this world. Like, we as men can never be looked at as the abuser, as the abusee. We're always looked at as the abuser. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. Like, nobody takes seriously if a woman rapes a man. They look at that like, wait, how do you get raped by a woman? You can. It can happen. Johnny Depp should be getting work. Everything has been taken away from him, but nothing's been taken away from Amber Heard. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Bullshit. Andre, so any particular thoughts on Marvel's hit Monkey series? I have not watched yet, but I am going to watch that because I remember reading the comic to that. That was a very interesting. Uh, it was interesting. I'm surprised they did hit Monkey, but that I'm definitely going to watch. I haven't watched it yet. Definitely going to watch it though. That's crazy though. I was like, what? They did hit Monkey? What? Um. So yeah. Um. That was pretty funny. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. Oh, what the? Okay. Let's see. Next up, where we at? Okay. Caroline, what other animal characters are you hoping to see in MCU? I still want to see a real Red Wing. So yeah, so yeah, uh, I want to see Lockjaw return, definitely for sure. Uh, so those are two for sure. Animals. Darius Brown the third been kind of quiet there, dude. But thoughts on the YouTuber muck mukbang? Are you talking about YouTubers who do that kind of stuff? I'm not really with that stuff. I would never do that. But I just can't do that. But if you're talking about the most well known one, I think I'm forgetting his name, Avocado or something like that. Um, I should be quiet about him because he may come at me because he like to retaliate against people. But I'm gonna say my piece on him. There, like I've seen the videos of him, like them showing him before and after he started doing all this stuff, and I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I'm a foodie too. I like to eat food, and I think we all do. But there's only so much you can do without seriously destroy your body. Because to me, it's like, is it worth the health risk to have a plush apartment in Las Vegas overlooking Las Vegas, making that bank, everything like that? That's cool, right? It's all good, but your health is more important. And you're sitting there eating this and eating that. You gained all that weight and seeing your relationships fall and people, and then hearing them say like things like I seeing like how he looked because you got all that money. But to me it's like, bro, is it making you happy? Is you happy? Money ain't everything, man. Health is more important. You will never see me on you will never see me on this channel sitting there, maybe doing a stream like I'm doing now, and just stuffing my face of food. There's a bunch of food around me, and I'm stuffing my face just to get views or just to get people. No, I'm not doing that. That's not healthy. That's ridiculous. It's just the amount, and you got guys out there that are saying their piece on it, but in a good way, basically saying like, look, this is not good. This is not healthy. Get help. You trying to make 300 pounds for views? What are you doing? No way. Somebody can come on and say, "Oh, but dude, all you talk about is geek stuff." Yeah, that's right. I do. I do talk about like geek stuff. You know why? Because there's a lot more of us out there that are cool with that stuff. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting myself talking about it. I'm not. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm entertaining. Yeah, I'm entertaining people. I'm trying to give positivity back to people, but I am not out there hurting anybody or hurting myself, stuffing my face with food and then crying about it. And then you're going to go and say stuff like, yeah, look at all those poor people down there and laugh about it like a maniacal villain. What kind of shit is that? And I've seen the videos of that stuff, and it just stuff like that pisses me off. That's where I draw the line. Where you got some of these big name YouTubers now, they making all that YouTube money, and they making all that, and then it's almost to some degree they forget where they fucking came from, and now don't stay humbled because their account is making all that bank. If I was a bigger YouTuber and making a bunch of money and stuff like that, to where it's like I can drop my job and be basically go full time on here. You think I'm gonna be stupid and not stay humbled for people coming through just saying, yo, dude, thank you, I'm an inspiration, stuff like that. Nah, that's not me. I'll be doing giveaways and 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 found giveaways and found, all kinds of like funds and stuff like that, giving back to, because I would not forget that. Guys like that, Darius, seems like he's forgotten where he came from. And it's sad to see that, just to see that. Till I've been to his channel and I've looked through all his vids just to see like where he started. He was skinny as fuck. And then he's just started gotten heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier to the point now I'm like, dude, what does your arteries look like? Dude, how much cholesterol are you consuming? And then I just go back to, is it fucking worth it? Is the views and the money worth it more than your health? And I'm gonna end it with that. Sorry. But Darius, no, I don't. I don't do those things. I don't watch people just stuff their faces like that. I don't. That's not me. I like shows like Man versus Food. Yeah, it's a competition and he's showcasing different locations of places to go when you're in these cities. That's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and watch a person stuff their face for views and things like that. I can't watch mukbangs, whatever. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Lady Shiva's portrayal in Young Justice? Badass. And I'm like, that's Lady Shiva. Andre, so apparently the X-Men just colonized the planet Mars. Yes, I did. Yes, I know. Then not only did they colonize it, they terraformed it. The Omega level mutants helped terraform Planet X, and there goes my more of a Martian idea. Yeah. What will the dynamic be between Matt and Jennifer be? Are they both defense lawyers? Um, Matt is he's kind of a defense, but he also does a lot of pro bono cases too. Lawyer lingo is kind of rough with me, but they have been against each other as well too. But I can't wait to the She-Hulk series too. I really wish I had your confidence when it comes to my favorite. But I give every guy out there who is a brony, if you are a brony, a man who loves My Little Pony, I don't hate you. I'm not gonna make fun of you because there's probably things that I like that you would like. You like that shit? Like I'm not. I would never do that. I got good friends that are bronies, and I don't make fun of them. I don't make fun of them at all. It's not. Like, for example, let's give you an example of something I like that, like, if I told you, like, really, you like that stuff? Like, for example, I'm a big fan of the Total Spies universe, Total Spies and Martin Mystery and all that stuff. I love that stuff. I don't hate it. I'm a fan of, remember the show Witch? I'm a fan of that. I like that stuff. Some people are like, oh, that's girly stuff though, because why you watch that? It's fun. I even was really getting into like card captors. I haven't watched in a while and read any of the mangas in a while, but yeah, it's like, like, still to this day, I still get people that say to me, Chris, you still read comic books? Like, and I'm like, yeah. Why? Why do you do that? Why? Why they're those are for kids. Why do you do that? Chris, you still play video games? Like you're going on 40. Why are you doing this? You know what I say? I mean, get close here. Listen to this. All those hobbies kept my ass out of trouble. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not out in the street doing dope, doing this, doing stupid shit that would get my ass incarcerated just for the content, what I look like. Those hobbies have helped me. Those hobbies have kept my ass out of trouble. So no, yes, I do read comics. Yes, I do play video games. Yes, I do this stuff. I watch anime, all this stuff. Hobbies that have kept me out of trouble. And in this day and age, it's better to stay out of trouble than have some stupid record, something that'll stay with you for a long time, and then people are going to look at you like, why'd you do that? So yeah, don't be scared to embrace your hobbies. I'm not. I like picking up the mic like that too. That's really good. I like that. All right, moving on. All right, next up. We going let's see. So how come there isn't a super lawyer in DC Comics like they have in Marvel? Why? I don't know. Just the way, I don't know. They just probably, I think to some degree, you know, I guess just didn't want to do it or just have it. I know there are some DC character heroes that do have like law degrees and stuff like that, but you know, Daredevil is a superhuman lawyer, and so is She-Hulk. But nah, I don't know. And even if they did it, like, yeah, there's gonna people be there probably be some people that are like, well, they're just copying DC. They're not really copying them unless the characters are similar. Like when DC did the Red Lion, and you look at it, you put Red Lion, boop. Matter of fact, best way to do it, let me show you. Let me show you. All right. Let me show you Red Lion. That's Red Lion from DC Comics. Who the fuck does he look like? I'll give it a second. Yeah, doesn't he look awful a lot like a certain king of a fictional African country? Yeah, he does. When I saw this, I started to scratch my head, and I'm like, Mr. Priest, because Christopher Priest wrote it, and I think he created it. And I'm like, Mr. Priest, what the hell is this? That is legit Black Panther in DC. Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Why? Ridiculous. No way. It was so blatant. Just what? Like, come on. I love I love her. Out of all the Sailor Jupiter is my girl. Anytime I see cosplayers, I'm at conventions, I see cosplayers dressed as her, I run over to get pictures with them. And most of them are very tall girls. And I'm like, because she's the tallest out of all of them. I love her. I love her confidence. I love how she carries herself. I love her swag, everything. She is who I love the most. I like all of them, but Sailor Jupiter, Makoto is my girl. That's my girl. And notice I'm using their real names. Makoto. I didn't use their Americanized names. I'm pretty sure plenty of these characters need a lawyer if you know what I mean. Yeah, pretty much. Lady Shiva and Young Justice hashtag. I'd love it. It depends on if they're alive. I don't think she was alive in in the inhuman injustice world. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Uh, but yeah, that's crazy. Uh, so yeah, that's crazy. Oh crap! Dropping stuff. All right. Uh, let's see. Get ready to wrap this up. So get your questions, your last bit of questions, guys. Sailor Mars is my favorite, but Sailor Jupiter is definitely a close second. Yeah, so Jupiter, Mars is cool. I give her credit too. Darius, thoughts on the Mass Effect TV series coming? That's crazy. Like, I think it's coming to Amazon. Um, I'm excited, but I'm also like, good luck, because those games didn't leave a lot of room for error. All right, just put it like that. Good luck. I know they got the Halo TV series coming, but good luck with that Mass Effect stuff. Good luck. Cassandra Kane needs more love, and by the means of more spotlight. Cassandra's got so much spotlight. I isn't. You know who needs more spotlight? Tim Drake. There you go. He needs it more than Cassandra. Tim Drake gets shitted on so much by DC. It's fucking ridiculous. If it's not Tim Drake, it's not Tim Drake. It is my favorite Lantern, Kyle motherfucking Rayner, gets shitted on by his own company. Everybody always want to push Hal and John and that goddamn Guy Gardner, who I can't stand. They always want to push them down our throats, but Kyle gets the shit kicked out of him all the time, and I hate that. You want to do a Green Lantern movie? Forget Hal, forget John, go to Kyle. He's done more for the Lantern Corps than both of them combined. Man, I love doing that. That's so cool. Um, but in the meantime, guys, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Um, had a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna do this one more time before the year ends. I'm gonna look at the calendar right now and see when we will do this. The next one, when will be the next open mic? We're gonna do it the week of the 26th, probably after Christmas. We will do another. I'll do the next one, and that'll lead into the year. Like I said, guys, I want to thank everybody who came out and enjoyed themselves and asked some questions, even some of the weird questions that got held under review. So thank you to my all my my uh my god damn, I'm trying to remember then. The people that monitor moderators, thank you. There we go. So definitely want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody who have said they're going to definitely support the Patreon. That's cool. I appreciate that as well. Because a lot of stuff will involve my Patreon. So that's definitely gonna be a good way to get things going or do requests, things like that. Keep informed. There's gonna be a lot of polls coming. So we're gonna take polls, and a lot of that stuff will be with the Patreon. And more importantly, I want to give a shout out to pack member Ghost Warrior 38 for dropping, basically dropped 15 bucks for super chats. I appreciate the super chat. Yes, super chats are always open. Uh, you don't have to, but I appreciate super chat. He dropped 15 bucks to get his questions spotlighted quicker, and I appreciate that very much, guys. Stay real, stay positive, stay true to yourselves. Always try to find positive in your day. Never go about the day with negative vibes. It ain't healthy. It really ain't. As always, that's just some positive advice. Um, and one of I even dropped some positive advice on one of my new merch shirts. And basically I feel like I have to shout it out because it actually does make a lot of sense. Uh, but just be true to yourselves, dudes. Like, um, you know, never give up. I said, like, never give up because things take time. They take time. Things take time. Never give up. Things take time. They always do. You know, that's some advice from me. I actually have that as a T-shirt. That's a quote from me. Uh, Never give up because things take time. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Peace, one love. Stay tuned. Keep it real. I will catch you guys down the road. More videos to come on the channel. Subscribe, like, thumbs it up, share, claw the like button, my pack. And I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.